In this video, I'm going to be playing as and then ranking every single legend in Apex Legends. Now, this is part 1 of 2. Part 1 is going to be the top row of legends. Part 2 is going to be the bottom row. Only reason being, this video would be as long as a movie if I did all legends in one video. I have no idea when part 2 is going to come out. I'll try to do it as soon as possible. Now, with that being said, I'm going to explain to you really quickly how this is going to work. I'm going to play Bangalore, starting with the Assault category, play 5 games as her, rank her, move on to Fuse, play 5 games as him, rank him, move on. You get the point. Enjoy the video. First game on, and I'm already taking somebody's main. What a wonderful start. Now, did I apologize? Yes. Did I mean it? No, not at all. Before you watch the rest of this video, I'm just gonna say this now. While recording these matches, I did try and take out the bad ones. The bad ones being me hot dropping and then dying. So I have a 3-minute clip that I can't use. And the loot simulator ones, where all I do is run around and play loot simulator and nothing happens. And let me tell you, that was one hard thing to accomplish. Because everybody either wants everybody either wants to hot drop or play loot simulator. It was a hard thing to do. Now, getting to the main point of this video, ranking the legends. The one thing I really love about Bangalore is how you can get away from fights pretty easily with her smoke. That's about it. Her ult's overpowered. But the smoke thing, mwah, I love it. Don't know what the fuck I put the chef's kiss for. Now, the Watson on my team, aka the one whose main I stole, they were actually pretty good. Until they weren't. Game 2 is Bangalore, was loot simulator. Don't worry, later in the video, after a couple times of playing loot simulator and dying instantly, I start to filter out those matches where I just play loot simulator. But how do you have fun playing loot simulator? I don't get it. You're literally looting, and then when you find somebody, you die. It doesn't make. How do you? Game 3 is Bangalore. We got dropped, so that was good. We weren't playing loot simulator until I actually had to fight people, which is my kryptonite, apparently. I don't know how I missed this many shots in a row. It honestly surprises me at this point how bad I am at this game sometimes. Like, all I have to do is point and shoot, and I can't even point in the right fucking direction. It's so baffling. I promise I'm good at this game. I have my moments. Now that wasn't one of those moments. But I have my moments. Now, I'm not gonna fucking talk, apparently. Now that I've had my daily seizure, these next 2 games, aka game 4 and 5, I suck donkey balls. I couldn't get a kill to save my life. We hot dropped and I got killed instantly. I'm not gonna put you through that. I start to filter out these games later in the video because I started to realize how boring they are to watch and how hard they are to make entertaining. So, yeah, skipping right over into the ranking of Bangalore. With Bangalore over, it is now time to rank her. She was alright. I'll give her halfway. She's alright. Personally, not my favorite. She's okay, you know. Now, with the 5 games as Bangalore done, it's time for views. Game 1 is Fuse. I got Jump Master, and me being the complete idiot and never learned from my mistakes. I hot dropped. It was looking pretty good. I got an R9. Now I just needed to find some people. Then, when I found the said people, could you guess what happened? Yeah, I got my cheeks clapped. Because I never learned from my mistakes. Game 2 is Fuse. You already know. Hot dropping again. Because I can. Now, on to the main point of this video. What I like about Fuse. You can be so annoying with this tactical. It's honestly funny how annoying you can be with this man's tactical. You can piss people off so bad. And his ult makes it even better. On a different note, this game looks like it was going good. I knocked somebody. Then shit got fucked. Yeah, I died. I'm gonna sum this third game with Fuse up in 3 words. Shit got fucked. Game 4's Fuse. Finally learned from the 3 games I got ass fucked in. Going to a different spot. Not gonna lie, the only reason is because I didn't have Jump Master. If I had Jump Master, I would have gone to the same exact spot. Game 4 was going good. Got an R45, some ammo. And then I turned into Prime Jake Paul. Safe to say, it didn't end well after that. Alright, bet I got Jump Master. Let's go somewhere god, fuck! I just got done playing the games with Fusey. I love his tactical. His tactical is amazing. It's great to get people off of you. Other than that, I didn't get a chance to use his ultimate, but in the past when I've used Fuse, it's really overpowered. Great to keep people, move people if they're in a spot that you don't like them in. It's great to move them. I'm gonna put him in good. 1 over Bangalore. Some people might hate that, but he's alright. He's pretty cool. You know, I was gonna be creative for once. Come up with a funny skit. A little bit, you know, to make fun of Ash. Because nobody ever uses her. But I don't feel like it. So I'm just gonna go to the next game. Because, believe it or not, I die in the first game. I know, crazy. But game 2's Ash is the very first loot simulator clip. Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! I'm not gonna die instantly. I don't know how to edit the loot. It's just looting. I don't really want to be, you know, a good editor and show you what happens throughout this loot simulator, because I'm not joking. It is 8 full minutes of us doing not shit for 8 minutes. So I'm just gonna cut to random points and say the word looting till it's over. Have fun. Looting. Oh, wait, we fought people? Wait, no, okay. Wait! Looting. You know, I was generous with that. I could have done that multiple times. I just spent like 5-6 minutes of my life doing that for you. So you didn't have to watch that. You didn't have to watch me play Loot Simulator. You know, you should subscribe. You should click it. Anyway, right here is one of the moments where I could have used my ultimate, but I just wasn't thinking about it because I never play Ash. But I did realize afterwards, but if I did use my ultimate here, that would have been perfect and we would have got out of there, because we got sandwiched. We look like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was terrible. So yeah, on to game 3. Ha, it's about that time again, you heard? Fucking high dropping and dying. Fuck yeah. Alright, bro, what you seeking, bro? I'm getting fucking revived. Oh, what WT, mates. Surprise, surprise. It didn't last long. Cause about 3 minutes later, I fucking died. Go me. Seems like I'm a champion at that. You know, we're like 9 minutes into this video, and these matches are still dog shit. I'm sorry. I promise the later ones are better, cause it took me a while to realize that trying to make this entertaining is gonna be very difficult, cause all I'm doing is dying over and over and over again. When I'm not dying, I'm playing Loot Simulator, so I have to get those good matches that are like in between, you know? If you don't play Apex, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do, you know those matches where you're like, you get kills, you loot for a little bit, find another squad, get kills, you loot for a little bit, then you die. Those were the ones I wanted. Maybe a win, right? But I didn't get those for a while because those are difficult to come across. I apologize. they're coming soon. Believe it or not, at the end of game 4 with Ash, I died. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Alright, it was a new map, right? Fucking final game is Ash. I got this shit on lock. Then I decided to go there. Where I'm at it? Yeah, if you haven't played the new season, do not go here. Because if you look at the mini-map in the top left, everybody and their grandma's second cousin comes here. It's ridiculous. It's the new fucking streamer building. Do not come here. Anyway, not long after we landed, I came across this dude. What the actual fuck? So, I just got done playing the 5 games with Ash. She felt useless. Not completely useless, but the only useful thing that I found was, her tactical. There were some moments, I will confess, there were some moments that I completely forgot about her ultimate, that I could have used it, save us the game, survive a little longer. Her passive, you can go to a death box, and if they have, like, teammates still alive, you can, like, mark where they are. I don't know why, but it wouldn't let me do it. I guess I just didn't have, a button bind for that. Annoying. I'll put her in annoying. She just feels useless sometimes. You have to be in certain situations to actually use her. Unlike, Fuse, where you can use his tactical at any moment, get out of situations. On to Mad Maggie. I think it was around somewhere in the Maggie, games where I was like, how in the world am I gonna make this entertaining? I should put the better games in, and not the fucking 3-minute me getting booty fucked with no consent clips in. So that's when I started to take the bad ones out, put the good ones in. So somewhere around Maggie and Ballistic, maybe if I'm wrong, like Pathfinder, it might go into Skirmisher, I don't know. But here soon, they should be getting good, promise. So, funny story. I didn't watch the full Game 1 clip that you're watching right now. This bitch is Load Simulator. So my bad, it's not Maggie 1. It might be the second game. I might be wrong on the whole it's Maggie Ballistic. But if I remember correctly, it should be Maggie or Ballistic, promise. You know, I'm making all these promises that I'm not keeping. Really sound like my dad, for real. With these next couple of voiceover clips, if it sounds like I'm sick, it's because I am. Going in the booty hole. Just like me with your mom last night. Got him. Now, if you've ever landed here, you know that if you don't get a gun off rip, you're screwed. You might as well leave at that point, because there's no point in trying at that point. Now, this match ended in me dying. I know, surprise. But it went down to our teammate, who was level fucking 17. Wonderful. Game 3 went about as well as it could have. Got shot immediately. Then, directly after that, both of my teammates died. And then they left. Because they didn't believe in me. Just like my parents, for real. Game 4's Maggie went about as all the other ones did. I died. Surprise. But I don't know what you're expecting from me. Like, if you're getting tired of me dying, it's not like I'm gonna win every single game. Like, I'm terrible at this game. I don't know what you expected. What you're about to see is probably one of the worst crate weapon things that I've opened. You could probably see or tell that I was in disbelief for a couple seconds. Because how the fuck do you give me 2 L stars in one chest? Fuck I'm gonna do with 2 L stars? Like, huh? You know, my question to the Apex devs is, Why does it take so long for my gun to come out? Because if my gun had pulled out any faster right there, I probably would have got some shots off and not looked like a complete idiot. Luckily, my teammates were goated and they revived me. But that didn't do anything because we died. Well, me and the other level 300 something died, and then it was left to level 10. And I wasn't gonna take my chances, so I just left. I just got done playing all the games with Maggie. She's alright. It's like, I think it was Ash. I was complaining about, like, you have to be in certain situations to use her abilities. Like that, her tactical, I tried to shoot it on the ground multiple times. That doesn't do anything. I thought it did, but apparently it didn't. So they have to be, like, behind a wall. Your ball bounces all over the fucking place. You can't get it to go in, like, where you want it. If it hits the fucking ground, it's gonna go 10 feet to the left, then another fucking 40 feet to the right. Like, to go in a straight line. What? But the speed boost it gives you is kinda nice, but I'm gonna put her in annoying. I wouldn't main her. I wouldn't play her. It's not my favorite. Now, with the games as Maggie done, it's time for the old hag himself, Ballistic. First game was Ballistic, and we're going to the very edge of the map. My favorite place to go. Now, a reasonable person wouldn't go to the edge of the map unless you are a level, 39, like the Mirage, who the game gave Jumpmaster, not the level 187 or the level 328, because that makes sense, yeah. Anyway, this clip is 11 minutes long, and it's just us looting. I'm not even fucking with you. And at the very end, can you guess what happens? We died. Because we were looting for 11 minutes and had no interaction, so I wasn't warmed up. Anyway, on to game 2. Now, game 2 is Ballistic. Didn't go any fucking better at all. What did I do to this game to deserve level 5 and a level 40 teammate? I am a full 250 some odd levels ahead of them. Now, with that tangent over, we actually went to a reasonable place. I just had shitty teammates who just came out of their mother's womb, so I don't really think that ended well. I'm not trying to be rude to all low levels, but at the point of that recording, I had over 650 hours in this game. You just installed it. Why are you my teammate? Now, game 3 is Ballistic, went alright. Till a level 1 was the champion. This game baffles me on how bad it is. How are EA still in business? Now, with that being said, I finally got competent teammates this time, and we hot dropped. Then, I got a car. Looked like it was going A-okay. Till it wasn't, and I died. Game 4's Ballistic was Loot Simulator. I looted for 12 minutes. I'm gonna spoil it. I died, I know. Fucking shocker. Cause that's what happens every time you play Loot Simulator. Anyway, I've already been on this tangent. Sorry, these Ballistic games are absolute donkey dick. Like, these are terrible. I don't know why these are in the recording. I don't know if I haven't looked at game 5. I don't know if it's any better. Yes, but no. Game was still terrible. I got a car. Then died. then, get this. I got revived. Then, I died again. That's it. Thanks for coming to my story. Now, but for real, that game was 4 minutes long. It was just me dying and then getting revived over and over again because we had a lifeline. Since that was the final game, 5th game, on to the ranking of Ballistic. So I just got done in all 5 games with Ballistic. He's alright. He's overpowered if you use him correctly. I got to use his ult like once, and it gave me a gold flatline with optics and attachments and everything. If you're in the right situation, he can be very overpowered, but his tactical, useful at any moment. If you hot drop and there's a bunch of people around you can fire, get some damage. They can't really shoot at you much, so you can get out of there. I like him. I'm gonna put him up here with Fusey onto the Skirmisher Legends, starting off with good old Pathy. A little spoiler here for why I like Pathfinder, but his grapple is so much fun to mess around with. Like, first of all, it's good for movement, but I could go in the firing range and just mess around with his grapple for so long, hours. It's so much fun. Anyway, getting back to game 1 of Pathfinder, we hot dropped. Nobody came with us. It was just us. So that means we played Loot Simulator. I will give it to my teammates. This is usually a hot drop, but it wasn't this time. Terraformer is one of those things, like, either everybody goes there, or it's just you. It really doesn't make sense. No, we did eventually find people after about 5 minutes, but I shit myself trying to play them for no reason. I don't know if this is just me, but if I play certain legends, I'm terrible at the game, but with others, I'm a god. Like, it doesn't make sense. Game 2 is Pathfinder. One of the other things I really like about Pathfinder is, one, you can rush into a battle really quickly, and then rush right back out as soon as your tactical is done charging. It's amazing. It's like Octane's second cousin. It's wonderful. Game 3 is Pathfinder. Watching all of these clips where I hot drop and then die makes me realize how much I hot drop and then die, because I do it 24/7 for no reason. I know I'm gonna die. Hey, at least this one got off to an alright start. I killed someone, teabagged him, then I died. Game 4 is Pathfinder. Was another hot drop, loot for 2 minutes, die. I will say, this one wasn't my fault. I didn't have Drum Master, but I still died. I don't think these games are gonna get any better. I'm sorry, I really don't think they are. Now, I don't know whose fault it really is, because that Fuse, I revived him 2 times before that. But I had 19 shots to hit that Ash. 19, and I hit 1, maybe 2. Game 5 is Pathfinder. Was one of those, we thought we hot dropped, but nobody else went there. So we played Loot Simulator for the next 5-6 minutes. Apex is just, you hot drop, die, or you play Loot Simulator. So the games don't get really that much better. I tried to get better ones in there. I'm sorry, I lied. I don't really think y'all want to sit here and watch me loot for 7 minutes. So I sped it up. For reference, this is 8 times fast, and this clip is still around 2 minutes long. It's ridiculous. On to the ranking of Pathfinder, I guess. I just got done playing the 5 games with Pathfinder, so no time to rank him. Honestly, I love him. He's amazing. Will I put him in the amazing category? No, he's not that amazing, but he's good. I love his tactical. The 15-second cooldown, it's perfect. Not too long, not too short. His ultimate, though, I didn't really use. I used it like once. Again, not many of these guys' ultimate I'll use much. I'll put him in good. I'll put him in good. Maybe be amazing, but he's good. Now with the 5 games as Pathfinder done, it's time for every low-level Twitch streamer's favorite legend, Wraith. Now I feel like Wraith wouldn't have such a bad rep if every low-level Twitch streamer who only averages around 2 viewers didn't leave after they got killed and then whine about it. All offense to people who do that and play Wraith, because you fucking suck. Now don't get me wrong, Wraith isn't a bad character. Her ultimate and tactical aren't too bad, but it's just the people who made her. So some of them are alright, but most of them, you're just fucking annoying. Please, get off of the game. Game 2 is Wraith went about as good as the start of a match could go. We found people, we killed those people, then for the next 11 minutes, played Loot Simulator. Now, I'm not going to complain. I'm only going to complain a little bit. I'll say that. I'm only going to complain a little bit. But it wasn't my teammates' fault. We hot dropped. We found people. We killed the people. Not going to lie. I didn't do shit in the process of killing those people. But that's not the point. We found the people. We killed the people. And then couldn't find anybody else. We tried. So I'm just going to skip to game 3. I'm not even gonna show. We died at the end of this match. I know. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Surprise. Game 3's Wraith's recording was barely 2 minutes, so I don't even think I have to say anything. You could probably guess what happened. So on to Game 4's Wraith. Game 4's Wraith, we went to the same spot, died instantly. I don't get why people go here, unless you're like prestige level 300 or something. Don't go here. You're just gonna get fucked, cause there's barely any good loot. I just picked up a fucking Sentinel, and there was a G7 next to it. What am I gonna do with that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Don't go here. Final game is Wraith, and we went to another shitty ass location, then died instantly. Now I will say, the past couple times we've gone to shitty ass locations hasn't been my fault. I learned by this point not to go to shitty ass locations. I was done with it, I think. Don't quote me on that. With the final games as Wraith done, it was on to ranking her. Now, I will say this, there were two on the little thing that I have the rankings on. I forgot to put a Wraith in Newcastle, so in the other rankings, if you don't see Wraith or Newcastle on there, that's why. It's because I forgot to, like, put her on there. It was a hassle. I had to put her on there every single time I loaded the ranking up again. So if you don't see her, that is why. Anyway, on to the ranking. Just got finished with the 5 games as Wraith. She's... I don't get why people like her, honestly. It takes you fucking 10 centuries to load up her tactical. I get it. If it was faster, it'd be overpowered. Like when she first came out, that shit was instant. Glad that's not the case now. But you can't get it off. If you do get it off, the people follow you. And if you don't get it off, you just die. Because usually when you're using it, you're trying to get away from someone. By the time I get that shit off, I'm already dead. Now with the 5 games as Wraith done, it was time for the speedster himself, Octane. Don't quote me on this, but sometimes, every now and then, I have really good games as Octane. This doesn't happen with any other legends, except for like Lifeline, but this was starting off like one of those games. We hot dropped, then I got 2 kills, 3 actually, I think. I got 3 kills, then I proceeded to loot for the next 10 minutes. This was starting off like one of the first games I was gonna win, until I just couldn't, like, a couple minutes went by, I'm like, alright, where's the people? Then 10 minutes went by, and I just didn't find anybody, and then died. But this was an alright match, honestly. Wasn't good, wasn't bad. Yeah, on to game 2. Game 2 is Octane. I decided to go somewhere I rarely ever go, which is whatever the fuck that place is called. And then I got an R9, a Sentinel, so things were looking alright. One thing I don't like about Octane is sometimes when you're stimming, you completely miss your jump pad. Like right there, as you could tell, I'm one shot and I needed that. And I just ran over it, because that makes sense. What you're about to witness, I have no words for. I don't even know what level of prestige that is. I'm not saying it's this dude's fault. It's clearly the game's fault, because how did he get in my lobby? But when I tell you, the reason this is still going is because I sat there for 2 minutes straight just looking at this, because I couldn't believe it. Anyway, with that being said, on to game 3 is Octane. Now, a couple things, or just one thing. The next game you're about to watch, Octane Game 3, I was playing with my friend Bear. So we talked throughout the middle of this, so if you hear talking, it's just us. A couple of the games from here on out have us talking in the background. So now, the reason it went from me playing solo to me playing with a friend was because it took me a couple of days to get back on this game after what I had witnessed in the last game. So if my game's a little off, you know why. Now after Bear going down and there being 3 people in the building he died in, and me clutching up, as always, game was looking hot. I got a car, a PK, which I'm terrible at. Game was looking good. Then, you know, Apex did its thing. We played Loot Simulator for another 4 to 5 minutes, and I got fucked and died. And then Bear died shortly after. So, yay. So I made a mistake. and it went Octane Game 3, skipped 4 and went to 5, so there's only 4 games of Octane, because the ranking is after this, so sorry, looks like we're skipping a game, but it's Octane, so. Final game is Octane, went about as good as it could have. We chased a dude for 5 minutes after killing his teammate. Then, he killed both of us. How were we supposed to kill that? He probably wasn't even the teammate. He's probably solo queuing duos with those stats. After getting royally fucked on all the games of Octane, it's time to rank him. I just did the 5 games with Octane. I'm gonna rank him. Honestly, he's okay. He can be good, don't get me wrong, he can be good if you know how to do movement. I don't. I'm a lifeline main. I can't movement to save my life. So, he's okay. If I had like lemon head's movement, amazing. Because you can use his stim very well. I can't. So he's good, or okay. Now, on to Revenant. First game is Revenant. One thing, I don't know what that top right thing is in the top right corner. I guess I just got done streaming the day before and forgot to turn that off. Anyway, first game is ranked in this video was a Loot Simulator. So, I'm gonna skip this. I hope you don't mind. We get ass fucked at the end, as always. You're not gonna miss much, so. The reason I'm skipping all of these Loot Simulator ones is because this video is going to be long as is, and if I show you all of the Loot Simulator ones, this video is going to be way too long. So, if you want to see them, my bad, but this video is already going to be too long as is, so. Anyway, Game 2 is Revenant, went about as good as it could have off the start. Got a kill, 2 assists, got a car. Looking pretty good. That didn't last long though. After looting for a little bit, then finding people, we all died. So Game 3 is Revenant, off to a hot start as I got some of the shittiest teammates known to mankind. Not their fault, it's the matchmaking's fault. Then looting for a little bit. Like always, I'm gonna skip the Loot Simulator. Sorry if you want to see it. I doubt you do. On to Game 4. Rev Game 4. Already off to a better start as I got some competent teammates who, as you saw, know how to play the game. After getting some alright guns, I pushed somebody with my tactical, killed them, wait for it, killed them, and then that was about it. Because I looted for the next, 8 minutes. So I'll show you the end, since I'm just skipping all the Loot Simulators. I'll show you the end of the Loot Simulator. I just die. So, as promised, here's the end, 5 minutes later, 5-6 minutes later. My damage, as you saw, was the same, because I looted for forever, and then I finally find people, and I die. And so does my whole team. So on to Game 5. A little heads up. This clip was originally 11 minutes long, Loot Simulator again, so I'm just going to go to the point a little before I die, just to change it up a little bit. So I thought I cut out the Loot Simulators. Apparently I didn't, for some reason. But this was, I think, if I remember correctly, the closest I've gotten to winning in this video. So yeah. After knocking the conduit, getting pushed by the Bloodhound, absolutely beaming that man, then I get down, but my teammates clutch up in the end with around 6 people left. 6 quads, not people. Now, one of the only reasons why I left that voiceover clip that you just heard in the video was because it is 1:34 and I fucked up about 100 voiceovers at this point. It's ridiculous. I fucked up doing this one because I couldn't stop coughing. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, subscribe, maybe. Yeah, on to later in this clip. I don't know. After pushing a squad, both my teammates going down and the storm coming, I decided to skedaddle out of there with my tactical. Really useful. Decided to throw a heat shield down, heal up. Then right as I got out of the storm, I got met by a team, got killed with 4 squads, not people, 4 squads left. With the closest I've ever been to winning a game in this video coming to an end. Now, on to the ranking of Revenant. Now, I completely forgot that at the time of recording the Rev ranking and the Rev clips, I was sick, So the ranking is just me not thinking straight and talking very quietly because I was sick. So I'm just gonna not show you it. I put him in amazing because his ult is overpowered as fuck. It's really useful in top 10, top 5 situations. His tactical, like I just said, is amazing to get out of fights with. So I eventually put him in amazing, being the first legend to go in the amazing category. Now with that being said, on to Horizon. First game as Horizon, I decided to mix it up a little bit and go gun run with this one, just, get a little spicy. I got my ass clapped. I performed like a toddler fresh out of their mother's womb. God, I can't talk right now. So I'm just going to skip this. If you want to see it, that fucking sucks, because I performed terribly. On the next game. Game 2 as Horizon, I was lagging a lot, and I didn't know why, and I figured out later in the Horizon clips that it was because I was downloading a game on my PS5, which was making my internet shit itself. So this game, I think, and maybe the next one, are choppy on my end. So after hot dropping, picking up a Mozam, then killing a fuse after a couple punches, I went off to try and find a new gun, eventually finding a Valkyrie, healing in the corner. Then, once this clip is over, I found a car in a death box. Then I eventually died. So, on to, game 3 of Horizon. And please, nobody bring up the fact that I got killed by a level 7. If you do, your mom's a hoe. After landing, then looting for a couple of minutes, finally found some people who eventually killed me only because the lag was terrible, and for once it wasn't an excuse, it was the lag, I promise you. Now this clip is a prime example of the lag fucking me over, because the game literally freezes for a second there. This goes on for the rest of this clip. It doesn't fuck it up too bad, but sorry. I eventually fix it. Don't worry, I eventually fix it. I didn't realize that what was causing the problem was my PS5 downloading a game. I eventually fix it. This doesn't happen for the rest of the video. One thing I would like to just bring up, this is completely unrelated. If you're an Octane main and you don't steal shit from others and run into fights on your own, knowing damn well your team isn't with you, are you really an Octane main? Like, come on, are you? After finally finding some people, there were 2 guys left. I just got one of them. Then, I got killed through a door. Well, not through a door, it was slightly open, but still, that's some bullshit. It's up there with getting killed by a low level, and then there's getting killed through the slightly open crack of a door. I mean, there's not much I could do except try to close the door, which I wasn't thinking about. But anyway, on to game 5 as Horizon. Started off game 5 as Horizon, opened my first crate to 2 R9s. After that, my teammate got down, and then I got the dude that killed him. After using my tactical to get away, I threw 2 grenades in utter fear, and then both of them killed the other 2 people. I was in utter shock. I think at one point I checked if I was recording. Shit was crazy. Game started off good, then we looted for like 5 to 6 minutes. I thought this was gonna turn from a good game to loot simulator, then finally finding people. After finishing off that squad, we found more people. Did I just risk my life for 2 shield cells? Yes. Do I regret doing that? No, not at all. Now, we did end up dying, but props to this Bangalore. They tried their hardest. I'm saying props to this Bangalore because I died like 6 times in this match and they revived me. So, thank you, random Bangalore. Now, with those games being done, it's on to the ranking of Horizon. I just got done playing the 5 games of Horizon. I'm gonna rank her. Honestly, getting straight to the point, I don't like her. She's not useless. Her tactical is alright. I mean, her tactical is useful, I should say, to, get to high places without having to climb or get out of a fight like you just saw in that last game. Her ultimate though, if you use it correctly and you carry grenades, which I never do, you can just shoot the thing and it goes away. So I don't really see a use for it, since you can literally just shoot it and it goes away. But yeah, now on to Valkyrie. Game 1 is Valkyrie. Already fucking things up by pressing the wrong button, which I do way too many times. Now, you're probably asking yourself, or you just asked yourself, Sweaty, why in God's name did you just pick up, willingly, I should add, willingly pick up a Havoc? It was for a challenge. If you know me at all whatsoever, you know that I would never willingly pick up a Havoc and a Nemesis, which I just did. It was for a challenge. I promise I'm not a psycho. After getting down because it took 70 years for bullets to come out of my Havoc because I didn't have a turbocharger, safe to say, I'm never picking up a Havoc, maybe a Nemesis, but a Havoc ever again. Game 2 as Valkyrie was a little bit of a loot simulator, which, as you can see in the bottom left hand corner, was the Cossack's name, ironically. But we finally found some people. Do I really need to say? After getting my head blown off in Game 2 by a sniper, it was on to Game 3. After finally finding some people, we made them look silly, rummaged through their dead bodies for their things, and then it was on to the next squad. We don't talk about what happened in the next fight. Why? Because they made us look absolutely fucking stupid. Game 4 is Valk. My teammate decided to go to buttfuck nowhere and get killed. Then on my way to get his card, he left. If you're one of those people that leaves while your teammates are going to get your card to revive you, because you fucked up in the first place, but you leave because your teammates are coming to revive you, do you like not believe in us enough? Like, why? Anyway, we ended up dying because that was Loot Simulator. I just wanted to put that in there. So yeah, on to Game 5. Game 5 was Loot Simulator until we actually found people. I have no words for what you're about to see, so I'm just gonna let you see it. Now, for those of you who didn't know how I knew which Mirage was the real one, the animation for him getting a new shield from the box lasted a little longer, so I just kind of figured it was a real one. Anyway, this clip was the same thing as the last game. It was a simulator. We found people. I did something cool. My teammate fucked up, and I just wanted to put it in. Pause. But yeah, that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Part 2 coming as fast as I can. This one took a while, so I'll try to get it out as fast as I possibly can. So yeah, see you guys later.